Hey y'all, it's your girl Jimmy and welcome back to my channel. The peak has officially closed, and let's be real, my fellow cast members are not getting challenge calls, so I will never have to see them again. Speaking of the challenge, there is a new season airing on April the 1st, which means every week I will be delivering you my thoughts. But before the season starts, I think we should do a little player preview. I have a lot of thoughts, so make sure you have a lot of wine. For those of y'all that are new to this channel, welcome. Most of you know me, and you know I like to sit back, relax with wine, and judge. And that's what we're gonna be doing all challenge season long. So let's get started. Y'all, I am actually happy I am not on this season because they lived in a bunker. I'm not living in a bunker. TJ, I don't care how much money you're putting on the table. I live in mansions with wine. And trust me, I've heard some stories from that bunker. A lot of these cast members needed therapy before they went on this season, but trust me, they're really gonna need it now. We don't have a lot of new faces this season. I think that there's only 3 new people that have never done a challenge. I lied, I can't count. I've had too much wine already. Fessy, I am like dehydrated thinking about him. I actually love his girlfriend Haley, or I would say inappropriate things about Fessy right now, but out of respect to his girlfriend, I'm just gonna, Fessy. Thank you, challenge gods, for delivering the one Big Brother cast member that I wanted to see play the game. And coming with Fessy is Swaggy C, whose real name is Christopher. I am not calling a grown man Swaggy C. We're gonna refer to him on this channel as his government mother given name, Christopher. I was not a big fan of him on Big Brother. I am not a big fan of him on Twitter. He's made some comments about transgender people recently, even the coronavirus is more recent, that I just think he's an idiot. I think the smartest thing he's ever done was bag Bailey. And speaking of Bailey, girl, I was your biggest fan on Big Brother. She was my preseason favorite on Big Brother, so of course I'm gonna cheer for her. I'm just worried that Swaggy is gonna bring her down. It's hard for couples to play this game, especially rookie couples, and I do not want Christopher, Swaggy C, whatever we're calling him, to bring our girl Bailey down. The other one, what do y'all call it? Furniture. Casey. Also known as Furniture to a lot of people that watch the Big Brother and Challenge. I personally think she's attractive. She's my type of lesbian. Hi, Casey. You can be boring over there in the corner because you're good to look at. She is the reigning Big Brother champion from her season. I mean, I'm excited to see her play this game. I think she was made for the challenge. I just hope she's not boring and a waste of a spot. She's not the only Big Brother winner in the house. Josh is returning. He's back for like his 3rd challenge at this point. 2nd, 3rd, I don't know his resume. All I know is he is a reigning Big Brother champion from his season, and he cries a lot. I personally love Josh's drama. The more he cries, the more pans he bangs, the happier I am. So bring us the drama, Josh. I know you're good for it. So those are all the Big Brother players, right? The couple, Fessy's fine ass, Casey, I'm going to remember her name. I'm like so attracted to her and cannot remember her name. Because every time I see her photo, I really think about all of you on Twitter calling her Furniture. I'm not going to call her Furniture. Her name is Casey. And then Josh, who I have enjoyed watching the past few seasons. I want Josh to bring the drama like he always does. I guess if we're just going to keep it moving, let's just keep with the rookies. Let's just get the new people out of the way. So the other rookies are 2 kids from CBS. Jade, who also did X on the Beach. So I guess he's MTV family now. Fun fact for y'all that don't know this, Jay is Morgan's ex from X on the Beach. Morgan is currently dating Johnny Bananas. So, Morgan, all your men are on the show without you. Are you a little worried? That would like stress me out. If my ex-boyfriend and my current boyfriend were gonna go film like a competitive show together, I mean, it's also kind of hot. I'd like kill each other. I'm curious to see how Johnny treats Jay. We all know that Johnny is the pettiest bitch in the room. I think he's gonna go after Jay really quickly, and that's gonna be like one of his #1 targets, but also knowing Johnny, he could try to make an alliance with him. You never know what Johnny Bananas is gonna do. Shout out Morgan. Me and her used to not like each other, but we're cool now. The other 2 new kids on the block, I don't know these kids. I don't know anything about them. Jenny, Jennifer, Lee, Asaf, Asaf. I truly do not know anything about them, so I'm not going to speak about them. We'll see what they bring to the table. My suggestions is probably nothing much, but I could be totally wrong. I'm not really easily wrong, though. So the rookies are out of the way. Let's talk about what really matters in this game, the OGs and the vets. Johnny, CT, and Wes, they're all back. CT's coming off a win, and Wes and Johnny are coming off a performance last season. You always know one of them's gonna do well on a challenge. Like, they've proven that the past few years. They might not all excel together. One of them usually excels. So curious to see which one of the three Stooges do well this season. Wes, you need to cut your beard. CT, the dad bod is loud and proud as it has been the past couple of seasons. And Johnny, well, Johnny, you're always going to be here, aren't you? Everyone thinks that Johnny's going to retire soon. I think the challenge has a better chance of getting canceled than Johnny retiring. So if you want my honest opinion, he's never going to retire. He's going to die filming a challenge. So, yeah, Johnny's back. What's new? I have nothing to say at this point about Johnny. I actually don't hate him. I used to hate him. Now I hate other people. So, Johnny, I mean, I don't hate you. I do hate Wes's beard, but we can't talk about the OGs without talking about Team Youngbuck. 2 of 3 Team Youngbuck are back, Corey and Nelson. Hunter is at home. He had a baby, so he is on daddy duty. But, and I don't think this is a spoiler alert, I think this is, if you're on social media, you know this. There is a rookie that's been hanging out with Corey and Nelson a lot, and that is Fessy. So it's Fessy, the newest member of Team Youngbuck. I will say this, insider information, they were all in New York. There's some allegations that Corey misbehaved. I don't know. I will not speak on those. Nelson is newly single, so we know he acted up and did not, turn down at all. But word on the street is that Fessy was a good little boyfriend, that he is very respectable when Haley's not around. So I just want to say, right now, do not put Fessy in the same category. He might be Team Youngbuck, but I don't think he is, I'm not going to call him trash, but you know what I'm trying to say. Speaking of trash men, Rogen. I don't want to talk a lot of about Rogen because I think he played a very good season. I think that he came off a performance on Vendettas to then win last season. He did not see an elimination, which is always impressive. I personally do not just like Rogen. The way that he did D last season was shady. So I am not Rogen's biggest fan, but I love to see someone that comes off a win compete. Also, Rogen is without his actual lover, Joss, so I'm very curious to see how he stands on his own 2 feet without Joss. Kyle. This is the first season that we're going to see Kyle compete without Cara. His storyline usually always revolves around Cara in some way, shape, or form. So I'm very curious to see what Kyle does without Cara to love or Cara to hate. It's also going to be weird. I think we should discuss it. It's going to be weird that Cara is not on this season. Cara's been on literally every season for the past, I've just lost track of time, years. So yeah, it's going to be the first season without Cara. Everyone knows now that's on social media. Kayla comes into this season with Mikey, her boyfriend of years. And she's no longer with Mikey. Everyone knows that now Kayla is dating Sam Bird from Peak of Love. And everyone knows that Kayla cheats on Mikey with Bear. I am excited to see that play out. Obviously, I know the behind the scenes details from Kayla, but that's just her perspective. So I'm excited to see what really went down in that bunker with Kayla and Bear. She was willing to risk her whole relationship for it. That's going to be a storyline to watch. Speaking of storylines to watch, again, social media tells everything. Most of you know now that Melissa is pregnant. She made a clarification that she was, in fact, pregnant when she went to film the challenge, but she did not know because she didn't have any symptoms. And speaking of Kayla and Melissa, this is the first time we're going to see them back together since their infamous Final Reckoning fight. I know if I was on this season, all I would be thinking about is getting Kayla and Melissa in a physical elimination against each other. My messy ass is finish it right now in a physical elimination. Kayla, you're my girl, but I would vote you in against Melissa just like that. Speaking of my girls, Aneesa is back. We have not seen Aneesa since Dirty 30 technically. Yes, she was a mercenary on Vendetta, but she hasn't competed since Dirty 30. She had a season on Dirty 30. Aneesa is the most OG girl in the house. So you got to cheer for her. Whether you love or hate Aneesa, you got to appreciate that OG females are still coming to compete. Nany is back. Nany went on a hiatus for a few years, but it seems she is back to stay back. This is her, third challenge in a row. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Nany this season and a lot of Nany to come. I've spoken about Kayla and I've spoken about Nany, so I got to speak about Jenna. Barbie Beast Jenna got proposed to by Zach in the offseason. So I think that this might be the last time that y'all see Jenna compete. I think she's going to be busy planning a wedding. I think once the wedding happens, she's going to be busy getting pregnant. So if you're a Jenna fan, I think that you should enjoy this season with her, because I don't know if she'll ever be back. I also don't know if she's as good as she was when she first started. I have a lot of mixed emotions about Jenna. Obviously, love her as a human. I'm still salty about our final reckoning situation. So I will not be cheering for Jenna, even though I love her. I think that there's other people that deserve to win over her. Millionaire Mitchell is back. Ashley is back in the house. She's coming off an impressive season last season where she made it to the end, but just could not get that win again. Is it the curse? Are her and Johnny forever cursed? I believe in the curse. The thing about curses is you never know how long they last. I don't know who's going to be the first one to break the curse. And I think the final person that deserves a little, player preview is the reigning female champion, Dee. She played a fabulous season last season. The girl brought the drama, the girl brought the competition, and this season we get to see her without her annoying best friend Ninja. Hopefully, Dee, you do not hook up with Rogen. You are better than that. Dee, we are cheering for you. I would not even mind if you got your second win, so do your thing, girl. So let's talk about who I am cheering for, rooting for this season that you might not expect. I love Big T. Big T is coming back for her second season. I am a Big T fan. I love this girl. I think that we would be friends in real life. So Big T, I am cheering for you. People I also really like is Maddie. Maddie is a fellow New Orleans girl. We just watched her on Floribama. She's a big bitch. I would like maybe a three-way elimination. Maddie, Tori, and Jenny. Tori ran Jenny the over last season in a hall brawl style elimination. Tori scrappy as Maddie's biggest, and Jenny is strong as. So I would love to see those three just go at it. I don't know. I have mixed emotions about Jenny being back. I get that she's a good competitor and it's very important for the challenge to have good competitors. I personally don't think she brought a lot to the table last season. So I really don't know why Jenny is back. That's just my personal thought. I'm sure she's a great person. I could just think of 10 people off the top of my head that I would rather see compete this season than her. Tori and Jordan are coming back engaged. The two MVPs of last season, in my opinion, are Jordan and Tori. So I'm excited to see them compete again. Jordan usually doesn't go back-to-back seasons. Very, very, very interesting to see him do a back-to-back season. He has not done that in a very long time. I do think Jordan and Tori are two of the strongest players in this game, and I think their alliance together just makes them stronger. Essentially this season, let's break it down what I'm looking forward to. Melissa and Kayla coming back the same season. They haven't been on since they got eliminated on Final Reckoning. I think that's something to watch early on, and by eliminated I meant sent home because they were fighting on night one. Nany and Jenna are best friends, but Jenna and Kayla are Jayla, so I'm very curious to see how that threesome falls in place. Is Jenna going to be Nany's number one? Is Jenna going to be Kayla's number one? Who is Jenna's number one? Very, very curious to see how that alliance plays out. We have the Big Brother foursome. They're coming off a season together. Big Brother, we know that they're going to be an alliance. That's just given. Johnny, I bet, is going to fall into that alliance. If I had to guess, he's going to jump on the rookies quick and fast. That's what he does. However, as soon as Johnny jumps, Wes is also going to leap. So I'm curious to see where the Big Brother new cast members to the challenge fall amongst the Wes and Johnny situation. CT will just sit back and take advantage of any mistakes that Wes and Johnny make. Again, like I said, common knowledge that Kayla cheats, so I'm very curious to see how that plays out, if she's going to be able to defend herself, if y'all are going to drag her to filth. Kayla's my girl, we all know that, but I will be holding her accountable every Wednesday night once we watch the episodes. I am most excited new player wise to see Fessy play this game. I think Fessy is going to bring I mean, look at Fessy. Corey is literally going to be on our televisions on Tuesday nights for Teen Mom and on Wednesday nights for the challenge. Like, is Corey the official face of MTV? Like, I'm curious if y'all like the fact that Corey is like the reigning like face of MTV. Yes, no, let me know. I mean, we go from Johnny's face to Corey's face. Ugh. Cara is not on this season, as we discussed. I personally think that she is the female face of the challenge. Hater or lover, you cannot deny that. Curious to see who reigns supreme this season as the female face. I think Tori is the one knocking on the door, so to speak, but until we see this season play out, who knows? I think this will kind of end that trilogy. We might not see as many UK players. Whichever UK and international players do well this season will stay around and the rest will probably fall off. Again, those are all my predictions. Now let's wrap this up with my preseason favorites. Once the cast was announced, I knew I had a favorite girl, which was Aneesa, and I knew I had a favorite guy, which was Fessy. Let's be completely real. After episode 1, this may change, but that's who I'm rocking with preseason. You know what? Leave me a comment and let me know who your preseason favorite female and male player are. We know it's going to change throughout the game, but I want to know who you're rocking with before it starts. Y'all, I just wanted to do a little preseason preview. Once the season starts, you know where to find me, sitting here on this couch talking and breaking down each and every episode. If you watch my peak recaps though, you know that we're just not going to discuss what happens in each episode. We're also going to discuss the behind the scenes. You know I'm going to get the tea, all the tea, the good tea. So just find me right here on this couch after every episode of the challenge Total Madness. So with that being said, you better keep it real because I always keep the receipts. Cheers, y'all.